God speak is surprisingly casual, not irreverent, you know what I mean? Because he's God. But it can be so subtle, the way that God can speak to you, that you can think you don't ever hear God. I can't tell you how many people I've met that think that they can't even hear God speak. But it's because they're thinking it's going to be like, Stacy, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what's going on. Like, sometimes it's just it's being able to just kind of quiet your mind to, like, again, get used to, oh, hey, I think I'm just going about my day. I'm just watering my flowers and doing my laundry, but I think I heard the Lord try to break in just now and say something to me. And when he does, like, you have my attention, you know, and I'm going to write down what you said. And I'm going to, if I don't understand what you said, I'll pray in the Spirit about it until I have revelation. But I think that God has made himself so accessible to man, and has made that friendship so casual that people don't know they're hearing God.
I think that's the revelation that you were asking, the revelation that I had come to when I read this guy named Sterling Harris. He's an awesome man of God, and he wrote an incredible book on hearing the voice of God, and you should go buy it. Mm-hmm. I will wholeheartedly recommend it, because I've read it, and it's like 6-month-old Christian to veteran in the faith could gain something from it. And what I learned from reading that book was that, because he just described some practical ways that he hears the Lord's voice on a daily basis, I just was like, man, I hear the Lord speak all the time, but I'm dismissing it. I'm constantly dismissing when I'll hear Stacy say something that God said, and then it happens, and there's no way that wasn't God, and then I'll come back and ask her, how did he say this to you? And she'll tell me the different chain link of ideas that went through her head. I'll immediately every time say, I would have dismissed that. I would have never thought that was God.
Well,
that's why you didn't hear it.
I record it so I can go back and find it and practice.
But that's why a lot of times you've heard the Lord say something and I didn't, because you heard something that sounded like him, but you didn't dismiss it. And I think oftentimes it's easy to do that. It's easy to dismiss when the Lord says something, because you've just built up this pattern of, constantly not having your ear attuned to him.
It can be every day.
Yeah.
Have an everyday feel to it.
You have a picture flies through your mind in the middle of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's face or some idea. I don't know. You're praying. You had an idea fly through your head. Could be God.
It goes back to what you said about the kids and having a vocabulary. Sometimes people say this, oh, well, when I hear God speak, it sounds like it's just me. Well, guess what? Guess whose brain he's going through? He's going through yours. He's using the ideas, the books you've read, Christian or secular, the movies you've seen. Like, God is just taking whatever's in there to reveal himself to you. And I think that it can be like so every day, like, oh wow, God said that to me. Well, why? Because he wants so much to speak to you. He's using whatever's in your brain to like show you something. That's like whenever you get to know God, you just see him everywhere. You see him in nature. You see him in the book you're reading. You just see him everywhere because he's always speaking.
He is always speaking.